Hello and welcome to another exciting episode from Ken's Training. Today's video is going to be how to get rid of pantry moths part 2. So in part 1 I thought that I was rid of the moths and everything was quiet for over a month. And then one of the cereals that I like is oatmeal. So the way that I do it is I run off of one Ziploc bag. When that's empty, I went back to the pantry to get a bag that I had in storage, which was an unopened bag from Quaker Oats, from the cereal, and inside there was a whole bunch of nesting moths. And then I had two other cereals in there. One was a granola cereal, and I forget what the third one was, Raisin Bran. And I found moths in all three of those, and I had to throw them all out. And I don't like throwing away food. To me, that is a huge waste. Food is one of our precious resources, and I certainly don't want to purchase it and then throw it away. So what I did was I went back, did a little bit more research. Now it turns out that moths can eat through those small plastic bags, the ones that come. So when you buy a box of cereal and there's a plastic bag on the inside, the moths, they can eat through that plastic bag, go inside, and then nest, because that plastic bag is thin enough that they can break through that. So that's how I was getting the moths to go into these unopened factory sealed bags. So what I like is I guarantee that my food is going to be protected. So what I did was I've purchased plastic storage containers. Now the plastic storage containers that I purchased are generally made for pet food, and I like them because they're kind of large, and I had to arrange my shelves so that they fit properly. So I'll show you the pantry, and I'll show you what I've done. Oh, and one other thing that I did. Here's the pantry right here. And one of our fellow YouTubers gave me a great tip. Because they were nesting in the peg holes for the shelf adjustments, I had a nice tip from Vienna, Austria, that says, well, why don't you put some Scotch tape over that to prevent them from going inside and nesting in there. So I did that as well in this pantry closet. Now I have two pantries. I have this one and I have one in the garage. And the one in the garage is not the same kind of construction, so it's not like I could cover up the peg holes, because the shelf adjustments are completely different. It's a metal cabinet is what it is. But I did the plastic containers over there. So I'm going to show you what I did to guarantee that I have no moths. Oh, and one other thing that I did, that was again a tip from our friend in Vienna, Austria. I was using, in part 1, you'll notice that I have the pheromone glue traps. It attracts the male moths towards the trap, then it goes against the glue, and then they are stuck there and they die. The disadvantage of that is that if you leave that in your pantry, and if there's no moths in your pantry, then moths from other areas could be attracted to the pantry because of that pheromone. So what I did was I removed it from this cabinet, and in the garage I just put it on a storage shelf away from my pantry, just to drive them away from the food. So that was one step that I took. And now I'm going to show you inside the pantry. Alright, so here's inside the pantry, and what I've done is the only items that I have that are out are, for instance, my beer cans there, because that's in a can. The moth is not going to eat through that. And then on the top shelf, I've got it kind of hidden in back here, but there's some protein muscle milk things here, and I don't believe this here is thick enough that they cannot break through this product here. So I'm not really at risk of that. Now with the other products, we put them all inside of these plastic containers. And you see here, I'll do a close-up of that. We had two of them and I had to buy some extra ones. So you'll see here it just says dog food storage container, okay? And these have a really nice seal to them. You'll see I've got three different types here. This one and this one here, actually I had previously, and then this one here I just purchased. This one comes in a set. It comes with this one and this one here for $25. I got these at Walmart. So it's that one plus that one, and that's $25 at Walmart. And I really like the size of it. So the way that it works, there's my oatmeal that I have right there, and you'll see it's got a nice seal all the way around like that. Let me take out the oatmeal and show you what the close-up is on that. So when it's closed, hang on just a second here. So when you latch the lid, this one latches down, which is not the best design, but for the price, it's a very good value. Now, if you look right here, you'll see that that's a really tight seal all the way around. So the greatest area, they're definitely not going to go through this plastic or the lid or whatever. So the only thing that I have to be concerned about is this seal that goes all the way around here and how well that seals here when it's closed. If that did not close tight enough, what I could do is I could put some white silicone caulking, let that cure out, and then do that. I actually had to do that right here. Let me see if the camera can pick that up. But right there, there was like not 100% of a good seal, so I just put a little bit there to make sure that it was a really good seal. So when it's closed, it's closed, latches really nice, and that it's really good. Now the better design is this one here. This one here, and the reason why this is a better design is because of the way the clasp works on this. You'll notice on this one here, let me give you a zoom in on that. This one here comes down this way and then opens up that way. That's better, so this way when you're grabbing it, it doesn't try to like open up. The lid's not trying to open up. It keeps that down tight. Another thing is that these are all clear so that you can kind of see the products without even opening the lid, what's inside, just in case you don't know what's in there. And then I just, dig out my food, whatever it is that I've got. Here's like my oatmeal and so forth for cereal purposes. But basically, I think that's pretty much going to be a guarantee, and that the moths are not going to be able to gain access to that. The disadvantage is, of course, I gotta go through all this process to keep my food. Let me show you on the peg holes. I don't know if you can see it because I used just clear Scotch tape, but here, I did put Scotch tape over every single peg hole in this whole pantry to make sure that, again, just to eliminate any potential possible nesting. And if I ever want to adjust the shelves, all I have to do is remove the Scotch tape, and then I can adjust the shelves. This is the pantry in the garage, which is just a metal cabinet, and I adjusted the shelves here so that I could accommodate these plastic containers. So all the food that I have up here on the shelves up here, this is like canned good. And this here is a bag of sugar, but this plastic is so strong that I don't believe that they can get inside of this plastic, but I'll probably still end up putting this in the plastic containers anyways, just to prevent that from possibly happening. Also, this is a brand new jar of peanut butter here, and it still has the factory seal on it, but again, just to be sure, no problem, I put these in the plastic containers. I had to buy some more. I'm just going through this process right here, but these ones here I've already purchased here. So this one here is a 28 quart, and then I've got a small one down here, and the shelf is a little bit smaller. That's a 15 quart, and then I ordered two more that are going to go right here and here. Now the two that I ordered for right there is this exact size. I brought this one from inside, but basically it's going to be one here and one there. Now, this one here on the right, but I got all these products, by the way, at Walmart. This one here that's on the right comes with this one and with this one here. You get both those products for $25. They call it the combo storage. This one right here, that one there, which is a 28 quart, is $25. So you get one of these for $25 or two of those for $25. This small one down here, which is only 15 quart, and you really can't fit that much inside of it, that 15 quart one cost me $22. So you definitely get the best value with this one and this one for $25. By the way, the one for $25 comes with wheels and a dog scoop, which I don't need. And I'm not going to use the wheels because that's not what I'm using it for. And also this one here for $25 came with 4 wheels if you did want to put wheels on those. Again, I did buy them all from Costco. From Walmart, in case you want to purchase them. Alright, now that I've got them all on a workbench here, I can show you just as best as I can. This one here, again, this one here was $22. Now look at the size, how small that is compared to these other twos. You get this one here for $25 and this one for $25. But if you're short on height, like I want on my shelf, that's why I'm still probably going to end up keeping that one. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or return it. Now, originally I bought these at Walmart, and these were $10 each. These I got to return, and the reason why is because even though when you open it up, it has a really nice seal, what looks like a nice seal all the way around. Well, I close it, hit the latch, and then I was inspecting it like this, and right here in the back on both sides on all 3 containers, it's not airtight. If there's a moth can clearly just go right in there and right down. So to me, that's not a guarantee that my food is protected. I did kind of like the physical size of it, but I really want a 100% guarantee. Now the 25, these are both, this is 25 and this is 25. Now you'll notice this one here, it has like a taper to it, and then it comes down. This one, it kind of goes straight line. So this has more volume to it. This says it's a 33 quart capacity. This is a 28 quart capacity. The only thing that's nice about this is that it's got that really nice handle. And when this one's loaded up and you just try to pick it up like this, the handle can kind of come up on you. Whereas this one, you can grab it right from here. You can't do that with this one at all. This one you can. So that's kind of like the difference. Also, the one on the right, if you read it, it says that it is a premium airtight container. The other one just says airtight container. So, you know, it really is a better container for being like airtight, but for volume and for value, you really get the best deal with this combination here. And you just have to be careful when you pick it up, kind of pick it up like this or something like that, just to make sure you don't hit the handle. So pretty much that's it. I hope that you are moth free, and I'm sure that with this new process that I'm going to take care of in order to store my food, I'll be moth free. Hopefully there won't be a part 3 to this video series. That's my goal. If you like the video, please click on like, give me some extra likes. Check out my YouTube channel, which is Ken Training, for other training videos. And that's it. I'll see you later.